There was a time where I was sipping lean, I was popping pills, I was doing Molly, shrooms, everything. And it was just an escape for me. You have all these people around me just kind of hanging on, wanting stuff from me, knowing that like I was living this lifestyle that they also wanted to live, drinking, smoking.
Hollywood and its elite have long been linked to funding questionable activities and engaging in practices they shouldn't. Diddy, in particular, has been accused of playing a role in grooming young artists. Yet, despite the scrutiny, these powerful figures continue to do what they do best, exploiting others for their own twisted gain.
Really, I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So, and we gonna go full crazy. Yeah, so as soon as you turn 16, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you rock this every time you come to LA. Yeah, this will be yours. Every time you come to LA, it's a little dusty. You know, one shot.
Man.
Minute.
Woo. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna be driving this.
Yeah.
Of course, there are those who aren't afraid to stand up against these elites, and it seems like Bieber has recently joined the fight.
No slice to nobody. It's God. That's the only person that I serve. My mom ain't here. My mama was sacrificed. You're out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that. Can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
I know you, man.
But they can't control me. You see, it ain't no name I won't name.
Exactly.
Here's everything you need to know.
I started valuing the wrong things in this business because there was things dangling in front of me. If I get this, I'll be happy. If I do this, I'll be happy. I never had that security in a family. I never had that consistency. I never had the reliability and the ability and all these things that make you understand the way the world.
A disturbing network of powerful figures in Hollywood who have long groomed young musicians under the guise of mentorship is finally being exposed as more actors take a stand against the alleged system.
He ever tells you that, like, when you get to the top, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. There's just more of that. If you want it, I had ground and scraped and fought to make movies and to make the things that I wanted to make and to sell books and sell scripts. And I was doing all those things. And then I get there and I'm like a broken shell of myself with this relationship that threatened to sort of like truly like wreck my life. And I had done nothing to deserve that. And, I'm like, what is life? Like, I'm so backwards.
Bieber believes the industry harbors a dangerous culture where powerful figures prey on vulnerable, talented individuals. By sharing his own struggles as a young musician, he sheds light on the harsh reality of an industry that often turns its back on those facing exploitation.
You wanted to do, you were doing, but you still weren't happy.
But I was, but I'm a victim. I'm a product, I should say, of these systems that we all survive in, which is, this sort of capitalist driven corporatocracy kind of driven way of merchandising and commercializing every thought and fear and moment that we have in our lives, and never giving us a chance to slow down. And when I was able to, I was on my way out, and I saw my kids and I saw them grown up. And
you really saw that?
Yes, I did. And I saw them asking me, just like a mature grown adult would say something very calmly without emotion, like, please don't.
Despite the entertainment industry's tendency to shield abusers, Bieber emphasizes the need to protect young artists from the widespread exploitation that takes place behind the scenes.
You're not ready. Let's slow down. Let's slow down, Justin.
Okay.
Let's slow down. Okay.
One step at a time.
Yeah. The keys is yours. When you get 16, you're good to go.
I'm good to go.
Yeah. And then when you get 18, you get the house. You get the mansion.
Okay.
Yeah.
The mansion. Yeah. So where are we off to now?
Where would you like to go?
Wherever you want to go. Where are we going?
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream.
By openly speaking out against grooming and exploitation linked to Diddy, Justin Bieber has set himself apart from other artists.
For me, being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn and everyone, telling me they love me and, just turn their back on you in a second. But yeah, just protecting those moments because people take for granted encounters and
Meanwhile, Jaguar Wright has dropped shocking revelations, claiming that Clive Davis, Diddy's mentor, may have introduced him to the Illuminati through secretive and mysterious activities known only to Hollywood's elite. Take a look.
Man, you good?
I'm good. How are you?
Right, young brother, everything's good?
Everything's
Selling
great.
out arenas and everything? Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But you never really got my number, so.
Right, okay.
My number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my number.
Yeah.
It's 555.
Yes. Okay.
5555.
Not only that, but Diddy's rise has been shadowed by a wave of allegations, including abuse of his ex-girlfriends, leaked audio clips, trafficking young men, and even accusations of murdering his friends. Yet, despite the gravity of these claims, he seems unfazed.
You and your little dog, too. Well, congratulations, young man. Run as fast as Cassie did. But when you think about Kim, I was thinking to myself the other day, Uptown Records started with 5 people. Andre Harrell, I'll Be Sure, Heavy D, and Puffy. And Kim was the longest working employee because she was there from the very beginning. She was Andre's personal assistant. Kim's dead. Heavy D is dead. Andre Harrell is dead. The only 2 left are Puffy and Al almost. You know that's interesting?
That is interesting.
Heavy D was found dead, face down in the heart attack. Andre Harrell, heart attack. Kim died from pneumonia, but there's the first coroner's report that said that she died. It was ruled a homicide, and they found toxins in her body to prove that she had been poisoned. They have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms. And then right after that, Al had a meeting, and I was going to meet up with him because we were in Vegas. And then the next thing you know, you want to know what they all had in common, though? The survivors and the late of Uptown Records, they were all writing tell-all books. He said, the objective of Bad Boy is to kill talent. We don't want talent to be a bad boy. Talented motherfuckers think they gotta say. Oh, a talented motherfucker will tell you, I'm gonna turn in my album when I feel like it. He said, but see, if we get people with no talent, and then we make them look like stars, see, we have total control. Because without us, they can't be the shit. He said, that's how we're gonna run this label, and we're gonna run these motherfuckers into the ground, and I'm gonna make all of you rich. And that was his pep talk at the Kit Kat Club in 1996 to his interns, who are now mostly executives at Bad Boy.
Currently, Wright alleges that Clive Davis played a major role in shielding Diddy from serious investigations and charges, including those related to Whitney Houston's death.
He was doing shit to people that he never thought that it would come back at him. Now, if he never did anything to those girls, if those girls was lying, then he would have never settled out. It was a girl that came out, Cam, 2.5 years before Cassie came out, and went on a major platform and told him how he was kicking her, beating her, and made her get rid of 2 kids. A girl named Gina came out on a major platform that he was dating, that she had texts from Cassie and Her and Cassie was texting each other back and forth, and Cassie was saying, I don't hate you, I know how he is, and they was talking about each other and talking to each other. She came out 2 years ago. So you tell me, Cam, why didn't nobody take her case?
I don't. Maybe they didn't. I mean, I could guess. I mean, maybe they didn't believe him because he's puffy. He got a lot of star power. He can fight back. You know.
She had no lawyers or nobody that was interested in going through that battle and that long drawn out court battle that they had to file papers. They had to do that 2-3 years ago, 2-3 years down the road. She ain't coming up with a dime. Cassie had the lawyers and the people who put the money behind the lawyers to make sure that her case was clam tight.
According to Wright's theory, there is a strong correlation between Diddy's vast connections, especially with Clive Davis, and his apparent immunity from serious consequences.
For the purposes of financial gain for those who have access to her estate, including Clive Davis.
Including Clive Davis.
This ain't a film to celebrate Whitney Houston. This is a film to, pay the piper.
He was the one trying to bring her back, though, at the time of prior to her death, right?
He needed her back.
Oh, yeah.
He needed her back, but he needed her back and under his control.
Both Wright's allegations and Bieber's perspective suggest that Diddy may have paid a steep price for his wealth and status, possibly involving fakers for powerful figures and the exploitation of prominent male celebrities, among other things.
Take anything away from where he has been extremely effective.
Yes.
He knows pop culture. Matter of fact, he probably knows pop culture better than he knows music.
I never felt like he had a lot of talent in music. Is that fair for me to say?
I mean, nobody really cares about him rapping.
Right.
I didn't know why he did that, but then again, why not do it? They're listening to all these other artists that you're putting out. Why not be one too and get that extra check? If people are buying your brand, why not take it all the way? I'm not hating on him for getting money.
Me either.
I'm just hating on the way he got it. And I'm hating on the overall effect of what it's done to not only the artist on his label, the artist that got shelved, the artist that got dropped. Not only that, but what he did.
Not to mention, Wright argues that Cassie's lawsuit against Diddy, where she accused him of unspecified crimes, adds weight to her claims and raises serious questions about Diddy's alleged involvement in illegal activities, particularly human trafficking within the entertainment industry.
There are certain people that hang out with certain groups of people, and you see them. They're in pictures, they're on the red carpet, they're around. But then things start popping off. You don't see those people. They're not in those pictures. They're not on the red carpet. They're nowhere around. So where the hell were they? They're at every other party. They're in every other picture. They're standing by you everywhere else except for when this person went missing or this person got shot. The art of misdirection is a skill that most record executives use. So considering that the public has absolutely no idea what's happening behind the curtain or behind the velvet rope, it gives them a great advantage to paint whatever